Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at top 7 new V-twin cruiser motorcycles 2025. Number 7. Indian Scout Bobber. The Indian Scout Bobber is a no-nonsense V-twin cruiser built for riders who prefer their motorcycles with a side of attitude. Stripped down and muscular, it has that tough, low-slung stance that makes it look ready to pounce even when parked. The chopped fenders, blacked-out finishes, and aggressive riding positions scream rebellion, while the bar-end mirrors and LED tail light add a touch of modern style. It is a bike that does not beg for attention, it demands it. At the heart of the Scout Bobber is a liquid-cooled 1133 cubic centimeters V, twin engine that cranks out 100 horsepower. That is plenty of punch for quick getaways and a thrilling ride every time you twist the throttle. The 6-speed transmission keeps things smooth, whether you are cruising in the city or pushing it on the highway. And with fuel injection ensuring seamless power delivery, there is no hesitation, just instant torque and a deep, satisfying growl from the exhaust. The Scout Bobber keeps things minimal but functional. A single gauge displays all the essentials, while keyless ignition and a USB charging port add some convenience to the mix. The suspension is tuned for a firm, responsive ride, with telescopic forks up front and dual rear shocks. Anti-lock braking system is available for those who want extra stopping confidence. With a starting price of around $12,000, the Indian Scout Bobber delivers plenty of power, style, and street presence without breaking the bank. It is a bike that refuses to blend in, built for those who ride for the thrill of it. Number 6. Honda Shadow Phantom. The Honda Shadow Phantom is a cruiser that knows how to keep things simple, stylish, and just the right amount of mean. With its blacked-out styling, low-slung stance, and minimalist attitude, this V-twin cruiser is built for riders who appreciate classic design with a modern edge. The teardrop fuel tank, bobbed fenders, and beefy tires give it a muscular presence, while the matte finishes and subtle chrome accents add just enough flair without trying too hard. It is the kind of bike that looks tough even when parked, and that is exactly the point. Underneath all that attitude is a 745 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled V-twin engine that delivers smooth, reliable power. It puts out 44 horsepower, which is not about speed records but about effortless cruising with a deep, satisfying rumble. The fuel injection keeps things efficient, the 5-speed transmission is buttery smooth, and the shaft drive means less maintenance and more time riding. Speaking of comfort, the Shadow Phantom comes with a low 25-inch seat height, making it accessible for a wide range of riders. The wide handlebars and forward-set foot pegs create an easygoing riding position, perfect for city cruising or open-road adventures. The suspension, with a telescopic fork up front and dual shocks in the rear, soaks up bumps without making things feel too cushy. Priced at around $8,000, the Honda Shadow Phantom offers serious cruiser style without breaking the bank. It is the kind of motorcycle that delivers classic vibes with modern reliability, making every ride feel effortless and undeniably cool. Number 5. Moto Guzzi V9 Bobber. The Moto Guzzi V9 Bobber is a V-twin cruiser that blends Italian craftsmanship with a stripped-down, muscular look. It keeps things minimal yet stylish, with a blacked-out frame, chunky tires, and a low stance that screams attitude. The matte paint options and subtle detailing make it look effortlessly cool without trying too hard. The Bobber-style single seat adds to its rebellious charm, while the short fenders and wide handlebars give it a street-smart, ready-to-roll vibe. At its heart, the V9 Bobber packs an 853 cubic centimeter transverse V-twin engine, pushing out 65 horsepower. It is air-cooled, meaning less hassle and more pure mechanical goodness. The torque delivery is smooth and punchy, making it a delight for both relaxed cruising and quick bursts of speed. The shaft drive keeps maintenance low and ensures power gets to the rear wheel efficiently without any chain drama. For features, it blends old-school simplicity with modern tech. The full LED lighting setup keeps things bright, while the digital instrument cluster provides all essential information without overwhelming the rider with distractions. The traction control system and dual-channel anti-lock braking system add a safety net without spoiling the fun. Riding the V9 Bobber feels like a proper mix of comfort and character. The seat is low enough for easy handling, and the mid-set foot pegs strike a nice balance between control and comfort. The suspension does a fine job soaking up bumps, though the stiff rear can remind you that style sometimes comes with trade-offs. Overall, the Moto Guzzi V9 Bobber is a no-nonsense cruiser with just the right amount of flair, muscle, and modern touches. all starting at around $11,000. Number 4. Harley-Davidson Nightster. The Harley-Davidson Nightster is a V-twin cruiser motorcycle that blends modern engineering with classic American muscle. With its low-slung stance, blacked-out finishes, and minimalist design, it carries an aggressive yet elegant presence. The teardrop fuel tank, round headlamp, and exposed rear shocks give it that raw mechanical charm, while the chopped fenders and lightweight frame make it look ready to pounce. It is a motorcycle that looks just as good parked outside a cafe as it does tearing down an open highway. Under the steel and style sits a liquid-cooled Revolution Max 975T engine, pumping out 90 horsepower with enough torque to make every throttle twist feel like a power surge. Unlike the air-cooled engines of the past, this one delivers consistent performance without roasting the rider in slow-moving traffic. The power band is broad and responsive, making city rides thrilling and highway sprints effortless. It is quick off the line, smooth in mid-range acceleration, and refined enough for long-distance cruising. Technology meets tradition with features like selectable ride modes, traction control, and anti-lock braking system, making sure you stay in control while enjoying the ride. A digital display keeps things simple, showing just the essentials. The lightweight frame and low seat height make handling effortless, even for newer riders. The suspension is tuned for comfort, soaking up bumps without sacrificing responsiveness. At a starting price of around $13,000, the Nightster offers a blend of Harley-Davidson heritage and modern performance in a package that is both thrilling and approachable. It is not just a motorcycle, it is a statement on two wheels. Number 3. Suzuki Boulevard M109R. The Suzuki Boulevard M109R is a beast of a cruiser that refuses to blend in. With its aggressive stance, muscular fuel tank, and a rear tire wide enough to double as a steamroller, this motorcycle demands attention. The sharp lines, chrome accents, and dual exhausts give it a tough yet refined look. It is the kind of bike that makes other cruisers question their life choices. At the heart of the M109R is a 1783cc V-twin engine that roars with authority. Producing 128 horsepower, this powerhouse delivers thrilling acceleration with a deep, throaty exhaust note that makes twisting the throttle irresistible. The fuel injection system ensures smooth power delivery, while Suzuki's advanced liquid cooling keeps the engine from throwing a tantrum on long rides. This motorcycle is not just about brute force, it is packed with features to keep the ride enjoyable. The shaft drive eliminates the hassle of chain maintenance, and the inverted front forks provide stability, even when pushing the limits. Riding the M109R feels like commanding a small locomotive. The bike is heavy, but once it gets rolling, it feels surprisingly agile. The low seat height and well-balanced chassis make it manageable, while the wide rear tire ensures confidence in corners. Overall, the Suzuki Boulevard M109R is a cruiser with brute strength, bold style, and a personality that refuses to be ignored. At around $15,000, it is an absolute powerhouse for riders who want muscle, attitude, and an endless supply of thumbs-ups from strangers. Number 2. Harley-Davidson Street Bob. The Harley-Davidson Street Bob is the kind of motorcycle that makes you want to quit your job, hit the open road, and never look back. Stripped down, rebellious, and dripping with attitude, this cruiser is built for riders who prefer the wind in their face over unnecessary bells and whistles. It comes in bold colors with dark finishes, a chopped rear fender, and a no-nonsense stance that screams old-school cool with a modern edge. At the heart of the Street Bob is the Milwaukee 8.1 engine, a powerhouse that pumps out 94 horsepower, ensuring you have more than enough grunt to leave traffic in the dust. Twist the throttle, and the torque-heavy response makes every ride feel like a proper American V-twin experience. The rumble is deep, rich, and unmistakably Harley-Davidson, the kind that puts a grin on your face at every stoplight. Despite its stripped-down nature, the Street Bob is not completely bare bones. A digital display keeps things clean and minimal while providing essential riding information. Keyless ignition adds a touch of modern convenience, while LED lighting ensures visibility at all hours. On the road, the Street Bob feels lighter than it looks, thanks to a well-balanced frame and responsive suspension. The upright riding position and mid-mounted foot controls make for an aggressive yet comfortable stance, perfect for carving through city streets or stretching out on the highway. Overall, the Harley-Davidson Street Bob is proof that sometimes, less is more. Priced at around $16,000, it delivers nothing but raw, unfiltered riding pleasure. Number 1. Indian Scout Bobber 60. The Indian Scout Bobber 60 is a cruiser that ditches the frills and gets straight to the fun. The design is all about attitude. Stripped down, blacked out, and aggressive, the Scout Bobber 60 looks like it just rolled out of a custom shop. The chopped fenders expose more of the thick tires, while the blacked-out engine and exhaust add to its tough guy appeal. There is minimal chrome, because this bike is more about riding than polishing. The solo seat sits low, giving it that lean, mean profile that turns heads without trying too hard. It is powered by a 999 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin engine that delivers 78 horsepower, which is more than enough to make your morning commute feel like a power move. The 5-speed transmission ensures you are never stuck searching for the right gear, and with a low-slung stance, this machine is as confident in traffic as it is on the open road. Technology and features are kept simple but effective. There is no overwhelming list of rider aids, just a single-disc brake setup with optional anti-lock braking system for those who like a little extra safety net. Riding the Scout Bobber 60 feels like wearing a well-worn leather jacket. It just fits. The low seat height and mid-mounted foot controls put you in a slightly aggressive position without making your back regret life choices. The suspension is on the firm side, reminding you that style sometimes comes at the cost of comfort, but the thrill of the ride makes up for it. Overall, for $10,000, this cruiser delivers pure American muscle with just the right amount of rebellion. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. If you found it helpful, then make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.